found the song Thin Black Jeans. Now we have to brainstorm
The actual concept or a music video.
what we want. So are we thinking of having narrative, performance, or more conceptual based?
Narrative.
I think we should do narrative and
And
performance.
performance, yeah. So
And I think the performance bit should be like, I don't know, when I see other like killers and stuff like that, they normally have like a concert-based thing, do you know what I mean? So I think we should,
some kind of concept to that thing.
yeah.
Is that
No, I mean a concert as in like concert.
Oh, concert.
Yeah, a concert type.
Yeah, okay, so
And that will go with our like lyrics as well, because like the roads are roads.
you can have concert. Are we gonna do the performance bit? Are we gonna do it green screen, or are we gonna just do it like live performance? Because we can have it two ways. We can't do both elements in
Yeah.
audio.
I think we could do just do it proper. So
Do it live.
Yeah, so we could do that.
Because we've had too much hassle with the green screen.
Yeah, I suppose so we could do that. So we could just have performance based. So then performance. And then what's the actual story line gonna be? So we need some kind of concept for that.
So
The song's about a girl
yeah,
wearing thin black jeans. It's obviously going to be a big part of the storyline.
yeah, I would have
We
that
need
as
to
a,
get a girl in black jeans.
yeah, but that's more of a
obvious bit.
narrative to that.
It's kind of the obvious bit. We could find. So we have the band, and they're going to be performing it. So then we just need the girl. When I imagine it, I imagine the song. I don't exactly know shot by shot,
Yeah,
but kind of like obviously like the girls in the audience and shots from her to the band, and obviously like like the
Yeah.
lead singer.
I was thinking, why don't we, if we're gonna do a narrative as well, why don't we have like to mix up a bit? Why don't we have the same girl that's in the performance in the narrative? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh right, okay.
Like the girl in the crowd, and she sees the guy from the band, and then like have it so. This is the thing we have to work out. Like have it so he's chasing her, and obviously have clips of her in the
And we
black
can see
jeans.
her moving around in the crowd, and then him trying to look for her.
Like we can picture it in our head, but it's
Yeah.
just hard to put down. But then what's the storyline like? Is it them seeing each other after the gig, or like you can imagine like her being like in most typical videos, like her being like Go Audio's videos, her being quite flirty and like
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
but like, oh, we're gonna show that that's the thing, isn't it?
So what's the story gonna be? We'll have bits of performance based in it, but what's like the overriding story?
Should we like do a brainstorm and just see?
Like locations and stuff.
Yeah, and then hopefully get something from there as a narrative. Because we know a performance space. We know
Because
that
then it
that's
could
fine.
like we could have it starting off her in the queue, or we could have it starting off her with him afterwards, or like
Yeah,
like, we
yeah.
just have so
Like
many
a story,
ideas.
yeah. Because, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so we're planning location. Has anyone got any ideas for location?
So we have concerts.
Yeah, so it's going to be a concert, but the actual location of the concert, because that's more of a concept.
I would think it would be more of, I think it'll have two sides to it. So it'll be the stage, focusing on the band,
Yeah.
and then obviously we'll have our like close-ups and stuff.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about in terms to actual location. Where are we filming this?
Oh right, sorry.
That would
That's okay.
probably
We can carry on with that. So,
do the
so
concert hall.
what's the other
I was-
part of concert?
Also stage,
And then crowd, you were going to
then
say.
say crowd, yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. So that's fine. So just do another arrow off of concert. Where's this actual concert going to be?
So this is basically, that's going to be based on the concert hall, should we say?
No, we could have concert hall in school. Yeah,
Concert hall in school, and then another place.
yeah. We're just going through it step by step.
So at least we can get at, like,
So you just literally need to write concert hall. And then a different location. Maybe we could get in touch with someone and see if we could use some kind of performance space, like a hall or something.
but isn't that the performance space?
No, because that's the concert. The concert is the concept. What we want to do, we want to have a concert. This is actual location. Where is our actual location of filming going to be? One place, could be the concert hall.
Yeah.
One place could be a hall that we could hire out somewhere.
Oh, right, okay.
So does anyone know of any? Just try.
A BA club?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. See, you could ask BA.
Because it's quite convenient as well as England.
Where other places are there that we could possibly record? We could see, you know, like some of the hotels, seeing as we live in Cranford, some of the hotels have like stages and stuff, so we could always ask if we could do the space.
But that's only one, this is only one side, isn't it, of our...
Yeah, so for the more narrative part, where are we gonna...
This is basically pretty much going to do the
performance, yeah. So then in terms to narrative, where could we have locations for narrative?
I think, you know, like the whole concept that you were saying before, yeah, how we're going to have, how you said that we should either start it with having it when the woman walks into the concert. What we could do is we could either do that, but we could also do a way where like the beginning of our music video is the ending of our music video.
That's what I was saying. So we could have them at the end, like him chasing her.
Yeah, I think that would be quite cool.
Yeah, but where would we record that? Because we wouldn't want to do that in school.
No, I don't do that in school. I think we should do that. I'm going to try and look for some ideas where we could do it. We can always do it. Well, we'll have a shot of at least the girl.
We'd want it in like a really busy place.
As we do it in, should I write down London
as a possible option?
Yeah.
So we could just film it. Yeah, we could film it somewhere in London.
As in Trafalgar Square or something like that. That's quite busy as well.
Yeah, we could do that. So like they're coming out from a concert. So then we could also, you know, make out as if they've performed in like the O2 and go to the O2.
Oh yeah.
And film it there. Might be nice to do that because then it's like different scenery, and then that would be quite cool because then you'll have like the river and stuff. Are there any other venues that we can think of that we could?
If there's any like
just general clubs.
Yeah, so say, do you like know any owners of nightclubs?
Well, we don't really need to be in the nightclub. We can just film it from outside. Windsor is really nice. Would be really nice to film this, especially kind of more in the late hours of the day. Would be quite nice to film this. Or maybe like Uxbridge or something.
But then whereabouts in Uxbridge? You know what I mean? These are just like...
Yeah, because in Windsor there's a club, Liquid, so we could film outside there. And then Windsor, and then Uxbridge, yeah, exactly.
So depending on where it's best for us to commute to.
So in terms of location, is that pretty much it for now? Any other things that we need to plan? Because it's mainly just performance and narrative, so there's not really...
Yeah, I think our performance base is kind of pretty much sorted. I think we're quite stuck on staring with that. But I think with the narrative, I'm just thinking...
Once we figure it out, the storyline, then we'll be able to pick a location. So we're all set on concert hall.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think we'll be able to not make it look like a concert hall and actually make it into...
Because the lighting, the new lighting effects... Yeah, the new lighting effects in there are really cool as well.
And the smoke screen.
Yeah. And they did the other video as well, music video.
Concepts? Do anyone have any
ideas?
So
our music video is basically revolved around a woman wearing thin black jeans, right?
Yeah, so about a woman in thin black jeans wearing thin black jeans, yeah.
So that's obviously going to be something that we have to work with. The question is, what would be...
Guys probably following her.
Okay, so what would you write? Attracts attention of male band members? What else?
You know, we could actually do something like a backstage thing.
That's a really good idea. So, backstage.
Yeah.
So, like how would we incorporate
Like, you know how you
backstage?
have, okay, I know it sounds really stupid, but you know like how Rihanna, you have Cheers to the Weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, to that, yeah, like, obviously that was
I've seen the video.
have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a combination of like her at the back and her actually performing, like both.
That's
It's
a
like,
good idea.
I think we should do something like that. And then I think in both ways, in both places, the woman's going to be there. So
So
it shows
then-
her importance.
So then,
But we won't show her that, we won't show her giving her like attention to the male bands, but we'll see that they want their attention, but she's not getting it. That's why it says, "Oh, I can see you staring" in the lyrics, something like that.
yeah, so
I think that'd
then,
be-
so then we'd have backstage.
And then we'll just have like a backstage party or something, or just,
So then we want a party.
or even just backstage, just them getting ready, or so you can draw like another arrow, just saying, or
So getting ready.
Yeah.
Getting ready.
and then we can have it as if like the woman is not really showing,
She's not showing interest.
yeah, she's not showing interest in them, but they want interest in, because
Or
obviously
right.
they're a band, so they would expect for everyone to really,
And slash you're right, lead singer.
yeah,
Interested.
Interested in main girl. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. What else? We need like
Another idea, isn't
we
it?
need like we need a couple of ideas. So the basic idea that we have is revolves around the girl wearing thin black jeans. But then it's how we incorporate her into the storyline with the band. Because the song's about him chasing her. But then obviously in the end he gets her. It's
Yeah,
all
so
about this.
that's what I'm saying. So, but we can make it out like the girl doesn't want him, but because
So like a kind of like a love chase.
yeah, love chase,
Okay.
and the love chase can be shown backstage and on the actual, and while they perform as well in the concert.
So it's like a love chase. The concept. Okay. What else?
Just thinking of
Because
this.
we have the idea. We know what the idea is, like a love chase. But how exactly are we going to communicate that through the storyline? How do we want it at the beginning? How do we want it at the end?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's difficult.
Well, we'll just have some ideas up there. So we can have one idea, as in just start with one. We can always start with like a 5-minute preview of them being together, and then the actual music video will just say how they got to that stage of them being together.
So. how
So
would
like a
we start?
flashback more than any like.
Flashback. So the video would be a flashback. Yeah, that's really good. I just like that. Would be a flashback of what?
Of them meeting.
Of what?
Of the ending scene. So you say the beginning bit would be
The
the
video would be a flashback of.
no, say the beginning frame
Yeah.
of the video would be a flashback of the ending of the video. So it would look as though the actual video is made to show why
beginning frame
video of the video.
of
Yeah.
the video would be a flashback of the end.
Yeah. Result.
The result. Okay. Is that it?
Just thinking, is there anything else?
No.
There's going to be more ideas for the storyline of how we know. Is that pretty much it? No other ideas of what we want to do at all?
We can do it. We can make.
I can't think.
I know it's. We can make it as, you know, like throughout the whole of the music video, yeah, the guy doesn't really talk about the girl as in like he knows her that well, like she's pretty much just faintly in his head. So we can make it as if throughout the whole thing you don't really get to see the girl, showing like you don't get to really see her identity. So you pretty much see parts of her.
So throughout the music video, we'd see clips of the main character, but we'd see her in parts, did you say?
Yeah, try keep on the other side of the board.
Maybe in parts. And then, so her identity will be revealed at the end.
Yeah, when they get together. And that could like kind of connotate that, you know, she doesn't really have an identity.
Because the identity
Without-
will be revealed at the end, and then we could just have like throughout. We could emphasize clips
Yeah,
of
because our
her
actual
jeans, like do
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like have loads of clips of like her legs, like
Yeah.
jeans and her dancing.
I think that's quite cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I just had an idea, like, we could have it so, you know, like you were saying, like, she's in the crowd, she's dancing, and then kind of it's over, and then, like, maybe she could be walking away, like, she's leaving, and then
right
like,
at the
he's
end, and then
chasing
he
her,
comes.
and
Yeah.
then he's chasing her, like, right at the end, and then there's just
Or I've
like,
actually got an image in my head of what if like she leaves the concert
yeah.
like 10 minutes before it's supposed to close, or even
and
halfway,
he decides to
and then
leave.
he leaves the actual stage
That's
to go and
perfect.
see her, and all you see is a narrow, or you see like, you know, when we're talking about location,
Yeah.
like outside a club or something, him walking
And then-
out
yeah, and
and
she's
just trying
walking,
to,
and then
yeah,
just clips of the jeans, and so I think that's a really good idea. So what we have in Girl
leaves.
Concert.
early,
Halfway.
early, lead, singer,
Follows.
chases.
And that actually, we can talk about like Andrew Goodman's theory in it, because that reflects back to it, because the lyrics match with the actual visuals.
Yeah, because then the lyrics will match. Yeah, because then it's like, so do we see that as more of a main idea? And then
Yeah.
we can link all of these other elements into that.
See, like we can even
Yeah.
have that at the beginning, like what we said over there, beginning of the video would show, where we've written there.
And then
Or
it
we can-
going back to
Yeah,
it.
and then we're going back to it, or we can just have it at the end, but that doesn't matter. We can decide that later on.
Okay.
At least we've got that idea. I think we've done quite well.
Okay, so camera angles. Any camera angles or camera work or movements that we we think are really key to this.
Close-ups.
Yeah,
the
so
band.
yeah, so one of the more obvious ones would obviously be close-ups of the bands.
And even close up of, if we're going to have the idea of showing not showing the identity, we can also have close up of the trousers, close up of the jeans.
So close-ups of the band. Off of that, yeah, just right whilst performing. Yeah, because we like, you know, so we can see them singing, obviously mouthing the lyrics and stuff like that, which is quite important.
While performing.
Yeah. And then the jeans. We need a lot of close-up of the jeans, obviously, because that's what the whole song's about, thin black jeans.
Close-ups. Of the jeans.
How about tracking shots of the girl?
Tracking. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
do
tracking movements of the girl.
that. And I think right at the end, we should have a long shot showing showing the guy coming out and seeing the girl walking in the far distance.
So we want long shot.
Long shot.
Yeah.
And an establishing shot as well, right at the beginning.
So long shot, establishing shots. I'm thinking we're going to need to have a lot of low and high angles. So like high angles when we're looking at the girl in the crowd, and low angles when we're looking at the guys on stage.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And then we can
Showing
kind of juxtapose that at the end and have lower angles of the girl, because obviously she's the more dominant one,
Yeah.
and then we can have sort of higher angles when it comes to the
Yeah, we
guy,
can
because he's
swap
chasing
it.
her.
Yeah, yeah, and the fact that he's already got her, then we can show it.
We can show it
Yeah, yeah.
equal. So I think that's good. So high and low.
And
What kind of interesting movements or something that's...
Tracking is one movement.
Yeah, we said tracking. Didn't you write it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. Yeah, so what other
Zooming
movements?
in.
I think we could also have a point of view shot of like the lead of the
Yeah,
band.
we're going to need that,
Yeah.
actually, point of view.
Of the band member looking at the girl, like in a sneaky way.
Yeah, like he has his eye on her, like
Yeah.
point of view shots. Zoom, like Mira said.
Yeah, yeah.
Zoom shot. Is that pretty much it? In terms to the kind of angles that we need to use to make
Panning?
this look effective.
Panning, I don't know about panning.
The tricky thing about panning is because we're going to have a small crowd and we're going to obviously try and create the effect
Yeah, I
that
don't
we have a
think
big
about-
crowd. Panning will just completely...
Avoid prevent.
I suppose we could use a pan when she's
When-
running away, like it's tilting.
Tilting,
could
that's
do.
the one.
Yeah, tilting.
And
I think
anything
that's,
else?
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't.
As for the camera angles that we need to use. Yeah?
Yeah.